Hello. I wanted to say a little something to a certain group of people. I would say that maybe it applies to some non-Christians. I don't know, moral people who aren't Christian or whatever. Progressives who don't want Christians to die. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm on Facebook recently, and I noticed a lot of people who I grew up with in the church are no longer with the church. But it's not just that; it's the fact that they have developed this vehement hatred towards Christians. And these are people who were once Christian. And if you know the Bible, as a Christian, and especially if you went to church for, 15, 20 years, some of these people went, I can understand maybe walking away from God because you want to live an extravagant lifestyle, you want to drink, you want to sleep around, blah blah blah. That's your own prerogative. The Bible gives us the freedom to walk away and do whatever we want. But if you are mad at me because I can't accept that lifestyle, it's really unfair, and I don't understand how you could get to the point to where you hate me and all Christians, making weird KKK comparisons and, comparisons to Muslim extremism, being that, KKK is the same thing because they call themselves Christians, when that's not what a Christian is. A Christian was never supposed to be an extremist who kills people. As a Christian, you should know that Jesus came here to show us love, and that's pretty much it. The Bible is full of many things to validate God's words historically. And I guess if you don't like a couple stories because they're too violent, I mean that's your problem. But you can't sit there and say that I hate Christians because they are hateful towards gays or not more receptive to women's rights or whatever, because that's not what the Bible's about. When it comes to those issues, God is clear about who he, how to get to heaven. How he wants you to prepare your soul for heaven. I don't really like to talk about those issues because people just don't. They always want to, look at you the wrong way and judge you wrong. But when it comes to being a Christian, basically my thing is how can you, as a Christian, get so far as to where you look at me and you hate me because I'm a Christian for a reason that you conjured up in your head, when you as a Christian know what a Christian is. You know what God's word is, and you know why Jesus came here. So I don't understand how you could hate me for that, unless maybe you're on Facebook and you want to make a blanket statement to all Christians except me, or whatever. But you didn't let me know, and I'm pretty offended. And it's hard for me personally as a Christian. It's hard for me to be and show a Christian example in person to people who hate me for no reason. Just like anybody, someone hates you for no reason, or someone isn't educated enough to, make a proper, assessment on your character, so they lump you in with a bunch of people who have nothing to do with you. There's a lot of things you could bring into the argument, but essentially, I have faith that the Bible will always validate a clear path through all the confusion that you have about any particular subject. Anyway, that's just what I wanted to say. I don't know. I just felt like I had to get that out. There's a lot of people out there who are really confused, and I think the most confused people are the ones that know the truth and then decide to just block it out all of a sudden because the news told them one day that you have to accept something because everybody else is accepting it, so that means you have to accept it, and you have to abandon all of your principles and your character, and you have to adopt this new set of principles and character that the government told you need to have because this is the way that society is going. And if nobody likes it, then hate them. And that is literally what you're doing.